Hi guys, thank you so much for watching The Royal We. My name is Kevin, and in this video I want to talk to you about the life of lies that is built around the lifestyle of the abusive narcissist. These are the lies that you buy into, that you start to believe, and it makes you feel like somehow you're missing out when you're not with them, or that you somehow want to be a part of the lifestyle that they're living. These lies make it very difficult for you to detach, go no contact, and heal and move on with your life. There's three main lies that I want to look at with you today. So don't go anywhere. We're going to look at them right now on The Royal We. Alright guys, so before we get into the content of this video, I have a couple of quick announcements for you. First of all, I do have a course that is ready and available for you. So for those of you who are looking to get really deep into your healing and understanding and acceptance of what's going on with abusive narcissists, I highly suggest you check out the link below. It's in the description box. So drop down that description box. You'll see the link to the course right there, and you'll be able to find out all the information about getting started in that course. I hope to see you there, and I look forward to working with you one-on-one through that healing journey that's involved with the coursework. Also, the second announcement is that I am on Instagram. So for those of you guys who have an Instagram account, find me at Join the Royal We. Instagram is a great community. There's a lot of support there. I already see a lot of you guys there. We share little videos and pictures, and Instagram is a great platform for that. So find me on Instagram at Join the Royal We. Alright guys, so let's get started with this video. There's a lot of work to cover here. We're going to talk about a lot. We're talking about the lies that you buy into. These are the lies that are built around the lifestyle of the abusive narcissist. These lies you tend to believe, and what happens with these lies is you buy into them. It causes you to feel like you're missing out by not being involved with abusive narcissists, which is really difficult when you're trying to separate yourself and go no contact and move on with your life. You're torn because one part of you knows that you're not going to have a good relationship and that it's torturing you and it's tormenting you. Yet, there's this other side of you that has bought into certain lies that we're going to talk about here that is keeping you attached and keeping you stuck and keeping your mind in this place with this lifestyle with an abusive narcissist, and you're stuck, right? So I'm going to shed some light on these lies right now with you, right? So that you can hopefully detach, look at it for what it really is, decide that it's not for you, and move on with your life, okay? After I talk about the three lies, we are going to wrap it all up with what you're really missing out on, right? Because when you're not with an abusive narcissist, trust me, you're not missing out on anything. You are gaining, okay, in your life. So let's talk about them. The first lie I want to talk to you about right now is that you have a special place to go to when you are with an abusive narcissist. Let me put it to you this way, guys. All you have with an abusive narcissist are special places. That's it. Why do you have special places, and why do special places with the narcissist stand out in your mind? Well, because that's the only place where you experienced joy. Let's get real. When you're with an abusive narcissist, the only way you're having any type of fun or connection with them is not when you are just sitting in each other's presence and enjoying each other's company. Oh no, that doesn't exist with an abusive narcissist. You have to be doing something. You have to be going somewhere. You're going to some exotic resort or some hotel. And what are you doing when you get there? Well, you're immediately jumping in and having sex on the bed or on the rocking chair or in the shower or who knows, outside poolside. And what this does is get your passion, hormones, and chemical processes going, and it really leads you to believe that you are sharing this really special moment, the special place and time, and this has now become your special place. And why do you grab on to that memory? Well, because what happens is when you no longer have that special place, or when the money runs out, which is typical with abusive narcissists because they blow through their money like crazy and both of you are broke, and now you're at home with nothing to do except sitting down and watching TV. Well, guess what happens? That's a little bit too boring for the abusive narcissist. So once again, if you're not in the bedroom pleasing the narcissist, giving them sex or doing something else for them, you're going to see the other side of them, the side that does entertain them other than the traveling, and that is the abuse, the name calling, the picking on you, the devaluing you. All right. So before you feel like you're missing out on your special place, just know that with abusive narcissists, that's all they have is a constant special place, a need and a desire to be at a special place. You're not special enough for them to just be with you one-on-one, and you don't want to have anything to do with that. Let's get real. Is that the type of relationship you want with a person? Is that how you want to grow old with somebody? Could you imagine always just having to go somewhere, having to go to a hotel, and then having to have sex on the chair or whatever constantly in order to have a satisfying, meaning relationship? I doubt that's what you want. I believe that when you think of a stable and steady and a committed relationship, what you really want is someone sitting down next to you, and even if you're not traveling, if you're sitting down watching Jeopardy reruns, you're just at peace and you have a confidence about the relationship and a comfort just knowing that the person's there. That is a true stable relationship, and that's what you really want. So let's cut through the lie of this special place and realize that with abusive narcissists, that's all there is a special place. Don't be jealous when they're going to special places without you. Once again, keep in mind that they have to keep going to these places. And in no way, shape, or form to the abusive narcissist was any of the places you went to special just with you. That's a place they probably visit whenever they can because, again, they constantly need to be somewhere. Do you follow me on that? So it was never a special place just for you and that person. It's a place that an abusive narcissist has to constantly go to in order to feel some excitement in life. It's either that or abusing somebody. Okay? So, no on the special place. That's a lie. That's not something that you need, okay, in your life in order to have a meaningful relationship. You should not look back on a relationship or be involved with somebody and only be able to grab onto special places, right? There's more to relationships than that special place, okay? Moving on to number two. The number two lie that is built around the lifestyle of the abusive narcissist is their relationships with other people. It's common that abusive narcissists make it well known that you're not the only one. They can have a relationship with this person or that person. In most cases, you have to understand that they are having relationships with this person and that person while they're with you. Again, the lifestyle of an abusive narcissist is to constantly get their needs met. It's the pursuit of gratification from the admiration of their own attributes. That's the definition of narcissism. And so abusive narcissists are constantly pursuing gratification, and they'll take it wherever they can get it. So don't be jealous of the other person and wishing that you were them, right? Thinking that the other person in the narcissist's life is living the life that you should be living. No, that person is getting the exact same thing that you got, that you have. How do you know? Well, because you're one of the people in their life. You are experiencing what it's like to be involved with the abusive narcissist. You're experiencing the same thing the other person is. Okay? And in some cases, the other person is experiencing far worse. Let me explain. I talked to a woman not that long ago who was involved with an abusive narcissist who made a point to let her know that he was married but separated, in a process of separation. And anytime they're in a process of separation, they can convince you and tell you that means they're trying to divorce and they're moving towards a divorce and this and that. And they can be really convincing about that. But the reality is that he wasn't divorced. He was just separated. And what would happen is they would get together, and obviously this person was being used by the abusive narcissist for gratification, right? And then what would happen is on holidays and special days and things like that, the abusive narcissist would be with the family that he's separated from and his kids over there. And this woman said, it wasn't fair. I felt like I should have been that one. I wanted to be that person that was with the abusive narcissist on holidays. I stopped. And I said, no, wait a minute. Let's think about this, okay? Are you sure you want the life of that wife or whoever, the separated person with the narcissist? You sure you want that life? Let's stop and think about what that life would look like. Let's put you in that position. So there you are. You have kids with the abusive narcissist. You live in the home, but now the abusive narcissist is disappearing 3 nights a week, 4 nights a week, 2 weeks in a row, not coming home, right? Why? Because he's out banging somebody like you. That would be your life if you were the one Married. So what I'm trying to tell you is don't believe that it would be any different if you were the main person in the abusive narcissist life. Don't think it would be any different. You are one of the main people in the abusive person's life, right? Anybody who meets their needs is a main person because that's all they want. That's all they're looking for. That's all they're trying to do. That's all they're trying to achieve. So it's a mistake and it's a lie for you to think that it would be different if you were somehow in the place of the other person, right? Listen, when it comes to abusive narcissists, they don't look at you as any better than the next person. They don't look at the next person as any better than you, just like they don't look at the last person as being any better than you or the next person. They're all the same, all of you in the life of the abusive narcissist. All of you equal only one thing. Who's going to meet my needs quickest, fastest, and without any arguing, complaining, drama, or feelings, or any weirdness involved like that, because that's what they just don't like and they're running from. Okay, so no, you're not missing out. You do not really wish that you were the other person. I promise you that. It would be a nightmare. It would be torment. It would be torture. For all you know, the other person in the abusive narcissist life is so tormented and so miserable and so tortured, just like you are. Okay, so don't think it's any better. All right, guys, so now the third one that I want to talk to you about is social media. Right? Social media is a big lie that's wrapped around the abusive narcissist's life. Social media, listen, guys, anybody can take a snapshot of themselves in a drunken moment, smiling, holding the beer up, or doing whatever, right? And hugging around people. It's a small moment in time that's used to show that narcissists, abusive narcissists, have this side of them that's fun, and that tends to be the only pictures that they put on social media. Obviously, they're not going to put a picture of themselves while they're cussing somebody out, yelling and devaluing and cursing and fighting. They're not going to put those pictures on social media, right? So what happens is you see these images, and once again, just like the last lie about them being with another person, you feel like you're missing out. You feel like, well, there's the person I know. There's that smiling, happy person. No. That's not a smiling, happy person. I mean, it is at that second, maybe because they're drunk. I don't know, but that's not who they are on a regular basis. You know that that's not true. So you can't look at these momentary snapshots of them having a good time and say to yourself, oh man, that's who they are. I want to be with them. No, that's a lie. That is a big lie, guys. And so there you have it. There's three main lies you have to watch out for. So ultimately what it comes down to, guys, is realize that you are not missing out on anything by separating yourself and going no contact from abusive narcissists. You are not missing out. You are gaining by getting as far away from them as you possibly can. You're gaining your self-respect, you're gaining your dignity, you're gaining your virtue, and you're gaining your value back in life. Don't buy into the lie that you have to travel with somebody and go to new places in order to have a good relationship, because that's not what a good relationship is. Don't buy into the lie that they can have anybody they want and that the other people are special and that you deserve to be in their place. No, you don't want to be in their place because it's probably more painful in their place. Just look at the pain you've experienced being in your place. Magnify that times a million, and that would be what it's like to be the one who was with them on a regular basis, right? Okay, and then finally, last but not least, social media. Anybody can make a duck face and smile and look hot, sexy, fun, whatever, momentarily. Obviously, everybody knows that social media is a narcissistic cesspool. That's basically what it is. Facebook and Twitter and all this stuff. Even though I'm on Instagram, but again, I go on Instagram to share things with you guys, but anybody can go on there as well and just show pictures of them happy and this and that. Doesn't mean that they are, right? This is something we all know, guys. So no, you're not missing out on anything. I hope this video helps you in understanding that you're not missing out. You can put that to rest. You can remind yourself in all of those things, no, it's a lie, right? And move on. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, you're welcome to contact me. My telephone number is at the end of this video. All right, guys, I'll be back with more on the Royal We. All right, guys, I hope you liked this video, and I want to thank you once again for joining me here on the Royal We. Now, I want to encourage you guys, if you want to jumpstart your recovery process and really take it to another level, I encourage you to check the link below for the Royal We course. The link is in the description box. Check that out. I know it's going to be a good thing for you. Also, guys, Instagram is available, so click the link in the description box for Instagram and join me there as well. Now, guys, I want to draw your attention to the sides of the screen right over here. You're going to have a video right there that's going to be my last upload prior to this one. So if you missed my last upload, you can catch it right there. Now, right below that video right there is going to be a special recommended video just for you. Either way, you can't go wrong. Thank you once again. I'll see you next time.